Hello, welcome. I'm Dr. Darren, family medicine physician, and today we're doing health education on topics that you want the most. This video is on healthy weight loss. There's an obesity epidemic in many countries, including the United States. So this is a really important topic that you need to know about. We're going to be covering eating, drinking, snacking, exercising, weight loss services, procedures, and medicines. Now, if you like this content and you want more of it, be sure to subscribe and leave a comment down below about what health education topics you'd like covered in future videos. Also, if you have any questions, leave them down below in the comments and I will answer all of them. Okay, before we get started on the healthy weight loss, remember these videos are for educational purposes only. I cannot give individualized medical advice here. So if you're having symptoms or if you think you're having a medical problem, make sure you go and see your doctor right away. Okay, let's get started with the healthy weight loss. The first thing I want to talk about when it comes to healthy weight loss is body mass index, or BMI. BMI is a qualitative way of describing somebody's weight. Consider this: if a patient calls me up and says, "Hey, Dr. Darren, I weigh 200 pounds. Is that bad?" I would answer, I don't know. It depends how tall they are. It depends how much muscle mass they have. So for the vast majority of people, BMI is a pretty good estimate of how healthy their weight is. The way that you calculate BMI is it's your weight divided by your height, and it gives you a number. And if that number is between 18 and 25, that's considered healthy and normal. If that number is between 25 and 30, that's what we call overweight, although that is actually average for the United States. Now, if that BMI number is over 30, then you're in the obese range. Obesity we care a lot about because obesity raises the risk of heart attack, stroke, diabetes. So it's important that we identify if somebody's obese. That way we can try to help them achieve healthy weight loss. Now, BMI isn't perfect. If you are very short, like if you're under 5 feet tall, or if you're very tall, like if you're 6'4" or above, then BMI might not be the best way of assessing your weight. And in addition, if you are a bodybuilder, if you have lots of muscle, if you look like Arnold Schwarzenegger in his prime, then also BMI is not going to be a good estimate of your weight. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is your healthy weight loss goals. A great goal when trying to achieve healthy weight loss is to shoot for 10% of your body weight over the course of 6 months. So, for example, if somebody weighs 200 pounds, 10% is 20 pounds, that means that the goal for them should be to lose 20 pounds over 6 months. So, it's important that after 6 months, you reassess. Were you successful in your healthy weight loss? See where your BMI is. It might be that you're in a good place now, or, depending on where your BMI is, you may decide that you want to undergo another 10% over another 6 months. So let's start with eating. So what I recommend for my patients is that you have 3 meals a day, and that meal should be 1 plate or 1 bowl, not seconds and thirds, not an entree with a soup, salad, basket of bread or chips, but really just 1 plate or bowl, and half of that needs to be fruits and vegetables. And I don't mean like fried fruits and vegetables like French fries, but fresh, cut, healthy fruits and vegetables. The advantage of a meal like this is that because half of it is fruits and vegetables, which are really low in calories, this will overall be a low-calorie meal that's also very nutritious, and it'll be great for healthy weight loss. Now, when it comes to drinking, the main thing that I want you to drink is water. Water is the best liquid by far for hydrating you, and it's really important to drink lots of water when you're trying to achieve healthy weight loss. A lot of people who are losing weight, they accidentally get dehydrated because a lot of the water that we take in actually is in the food that we eat. So you eat less food, you get dehydrated. I don't want that. So anytime that you're trying to achieve healthy weight loss, make sure that you drink 5 glasses of water a day. That's really important. Other drinks like milk, juice, soda, alcohol, These are all high calorie beverages and you don't need those calories. So if you are going to have one of those drinks, just drink something small, like something that you're sipping with your meal. You don't want to have a situation where you feel really thirsty, so you have a big glass of juice or a big soda. That's just a whole lot of calories. Now, I want to address snacking. Ideally, you won't snack. Ideally, you're going to just have your 3 meals a day and that's it. But if you have a situation where you're feeling really uncomfortable, you're extremely hungry, and you really want a snack, only snack one time in between meals and always make it a fruit or vegetable. That's it. So, for example, grab an apple or grab a carrot stick or grab a small salad with healthy dressing. So, those are all healthy snacks. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is exercise. Exercise is really important to help supercharge a healthy weight loss plan. When it comes to exercise, I recommend that you exercise at least 4 times a week, at least 30 minutes each time. I'm talking about vigorous hiking, jogging, swimming, biking, aerobics classes, weightlifting, sports. There's a lot of different options. And in addition, with the exercising, there's 2 things I recommend. One, do something that you enjoy. If you focus on exercising, doing things that aren't very fun, you're not going to stick with it. And in addition, get other people involved. If you get other people involved, you're going to be far more likely to do it. I'll give you a personal example. I'm a tennis player. I love playing tennis, and I often wake up early to play tennis before work. If I set my alarm to play tennis with a friend, I'm always going to show up. I'm not going to blow off my friend. On the other hand, if I set my alarm to exercise alone, like to weight lift or go jogging or go on a bike ride, more than half the time, I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to get back into bed, where it's warm and comfortable and I can get more sleep. So get other people involved. That way you're going to be more likely to do that exercise. The next thing I want to talk about are 2 weight loss services that I think are really effective and I want you to know about. And that is nutritionist and physical therapist. Nutritionist is someone who specializes in eating, in diets. And what a nutritionist can do, which we don't have time to do right now, is that they can dissect your entire diet. You'll go over every single thing that you eat and how much you eat. That way they will be able to give you specific recommendations about what foods not to eat or what meals to change to make them healthier, to achieve your healthy weight loss goals. The second service I want you to know about is physical therapy, because on the one hand, you could just go exercise, have fun with your exercising. On the other hand, a physical therapist is a professional at exercising, and obesity is a diagnosis. So health insurances will cover you seeing physical therapy to help you to achieve healthy weight loss. A physical therapist will take you through lots of strength exercises and flexibility exercises and help you come up with a very specific exercise plan to help you achieve your weight loss goals. So yes, nutritionist, physical therapist, both very helpful. The next thing I want to talk about are healthy weight loss procedures. And by this, I'm talking about bariatric surgeries. Bariatric surgery are a collection of procedures that artificially decrease the size of the stomach, either stapling or suturing or using a lap band. And these procedures can be really effective. They're really effective in particular if you need to lose a lot of weight long term, like 100 pounds or more. Typically, insurance companies, if you're considering bariatric surgery, they want you to have at least a BMI of 40, or they want you to have a BMI that's at least 35, and you have other comorbidities like diabetes or obstructive sleep apnea, for example. Bariatric surgery can be a really effective option for some patients. Now, a really popular topic when it comes to healthy weight loss is weight loss medicines, and we're going to talk about those right now. There's a variety of different medicines that can be used to help you achieve your healthy weight loss goals, and I'm going to talk about some of those now. Some of them have been around for a while. So, for example, metformin. Metformin is the most popular medicine prescribed for diabetes, and it is also FDA approved to help with healthy weight loss. So it's a very safe medicine. So if you're looking to take something to help you to lose weight, and if you already have diabetes or you have pre-diabetes, or you just want to help make sure that you're not going to get diabetes, metformin can be a good option for you. Another medicine I want to mention is Phentermine. This is very different. Phentermine is a very strong stimulant, so kind of like caffeine, but stronger. So this increases your metabolic rate so that it leads to healthy weight loss. Now, with stimulants like Phentermine, these are risky because they increase your heart rate and your blood pressure. They can make you feel jittery. So when I prescribe Phentermine, I don't want patients to be on it for more than 6 months. But it's a good option if you're looking to lose weight over 6 months. Now, a really popular type of medicine that we're hearing a whole lot about now for healthy weight loss are the GLP-1 agonists, such as the famous Ozempic. Medicines like Ozempic are really popular because they work really well. In the case of Ozempic, it's been around for many years to help with diabetes, but a couple of years ago, it was FDA approved to help with healthy weight loss. It's a once-a-week injection, so a lot of patients find that really convenient. And the way that it helps is that it makes you feel less hungry. Now, with all of these medicines, Metformin, Phentermine, the GLP-1 agonists like Ozempic and other medicines, it's important to use these medicines right. If you're going to achieve healthy weight loss, you need to have a healthy weight loss plan. So what I recommend that you do is write out your plan in a notebook. Write down what you're going to eat, how much you're going to eat, when you're going to exercise, how often you're going to exercise. Make it as detailed as possible so that when you read over this plan, you'll be feeling, oh yeah, like I know that I'm going to achieve healthy weight loss as long as I stick to what's in this plan. So once you have your notebook with your healthy weight loss plan in it, for a lot of people, it'll be very difficult for them to stick with that plan because the less they eat, the hungrier they get. And the more they exercise, the hungrier they get. But if you're on a medicine like Ozempic that makes you feel less hungry, you're going to be a lot more likely to be able to achieve your healthy weight loss plan. If you're taking weight loss medicine, make sure that you're eating healthy and exercising. Use the weight loss medicine to supercharge your healthy weight loss plan. Don't just rely on the medicine. If all you do is take the medicine, it's not going to work and you're going to be really disappointed. I want to address 2 common pitfalls that can occur on your healthy weight loss journey. The first pitfall is very common, and that is that you didn't lose enough weight. You didn't achieve your 10% over 6 months. And this can happen, and it doesn't mean that you did anything wrong. We're all different. We're different sizes and shapes and different eating habits, different exercise routines. What's important is that you came up with a plan and you stuck with that plan. If you didn't stick with the plan, ask yourself what happened. Like, how could you adjust this plan so that you'll be more likely to stick with that plan? On the other hand, if you did stick with the plan and you didn't achieve the 10% weight loss over 6 months, consider trying again for another 6 months, but make it a little bit more aggressive so that you'll achieve your goals. Now, the second really important pitfall I want you to look out for is losing too much weight too quickly. So remember, your goal is 10% body weight over 6 months. If you lose too much weight, you could get dehydrated, you could get really sick, and you can experience rebound weight gain. None of that is good. So what I recommend that you do is on your healthy weight loss journey, keep a calendar and weigh yourself once a week. Calculate what your 10% is over 6 months and do the math. Calculate how much is that per month? How much is that per week? That way you can track each week how much your weight should be. And that way you can give yourself feedback. If you're losing too much weight, you'll slow down. On the other hand, if you're not losing enough weight, you'll be more aggressive. That's it for today. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe and leave a comment about any health topics that you'd like covered in future videos, or if you have any questions. Remember, these videos are for educational purposes only. So if you're having any symptoms or if you think you're having a medical problem, be sure to go see your doctor right away. Bye-bye.